8-year-old Navy Olson from North Summit Elementary School singing the national anthem there. Great rendition and a great roar from the crowd as she finished her singing of that one. And a great time to honor our country. And now they will continue with the festivities here in this pregame show.
She had everybody's attention. I guarantee what a great job she did.
Yes, it was. The teams will leave the floor as they will be able to make their way through Portal A. And so while they exit, we're going to take a short break, and we'll come back with them coming through the fog here at the Sevier Valley Center with the 2A Girls State Championship on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Here at the Sevier Valley Center, and we certainly love the way the Sevier Valley Center does it as they bring them through the fog and onto the floor as two teams coming together and ready to compete in this state championship game.
Yeah, lots of fun, great environment. Got glow sticks going, strobe lights, and fog.
That's right.
It's almost like a 80s rock and roll concert.
I think it holds 5,000 people in here, Curtis, and we're pretty well to standing room only here at the Sevier Valley Center.
Yep, it's a big crowd and going to stay big all through the doubleheader tonight.
Yes, they will. Got South Sevier playing in both the boys and the girls state championships. Just a fun fact for you. The last 3 years in the 2A classification, there has been a school with a team in both boys and girls state championship games. Yeah. Last year, it was North Summit. They lost both of those games. 2 years ago, it was Kanab. The girls won, the boys lost. This year, it is South Sevier, and we'll see if they are able to get the sweep. There has not been a sweep in 2A of both the boys and girls basketball state titles since 2002 when Beaver won both the boys and girls.
Yeah, and the last time South Sevier was in it, both boys and girls, 2009, and both teams lost that night.
Okay.
Girls lost to Richfield and the boys lost to North Summit.
Okay, well, there you go. Now the officials lead the two teams out onto the floor here at the Sevier Valley Center. And you can hear the crowd. They're pumped and ready to go for this game. The way this will go next, they will announce the non-starters, coaches, and support staff for this team. And then the starters will be announced once they go to their usual positions on the bench and get ready for the starting lineups here at the Sevier Valley Center with this 2A girls basketball state championship game. We will do our best. Sometimes the rosters we have doesn't have every player on it, but we'll do our best to announce those starters for you, or non-starters and support staff for you as well here at the Sevier Valley Center. Again, South Sevier comes in as the number 3 seed to a roar of the crowd. And the North Summit Braves get a big roar.
And they traveled well, didn't they?
Yes, they did. Their boys just won a hard-fought third-place game a moment ago, and now they're cheering on their girls here in the state title. We'll let Curtis Marsh announce those non-starters for you. He'll do his best to do it as they do it, but we'll get those non-starters for South Sevier first.
Number 2 is Savannah Brady for South Sevier. Number 4 is Casey Abraham. Got number 5, and that was Martin. Number 12 is Addie Meekum. We'll try to catch up to those. Cooper Lynn Green, who also plays, number 14. Who is that right there?
Riley Roberts, 15.
Riley Roberts, number 15. Lakin Bigelow's number 20. Kennedy Roberts.
You missed 10.
And she's number 10.
No, 22. You missed
22.
number 10. Number 10 was Kimber Johnson.
Kimber Johnson. Andy Johnson, one of the assistants. Tanner Mills.
Courtney Groover. Janessa Parsons. And Cambria, I want to call her Peterson.
Yeah.
But because I don't remember her married name.
I remember on the court is Cambry, and the head coach is Tracy Johnson.
And the athletic director for South Sevier High School is Amy Robinson, with the principal Brent Beagley for the South Sevier Rams. And now they'll announce the non-starters for the North Summit Braves. Again, the number 1 seed coming into this tournament. Number 0 is a sophomore, Chadlyn Blomquist. Number 1, Chandler Sargent, a freshman. Number 2, a freshman, Britton Tanner. Number 3, a sophomore, Quincy Vernon. Number 4, a junior, Britt Diston. Number 5, a freshman, Amy Tholen. Number 11, a sophomore, Kate Smith. Number 14, a sophomore, Natalie Richens. Number 15, a freshman, Randy Sargent. Number 23, a sophomore, Olivia Richens. Kinsey Diston is the manager. Kelly Paskett, Jackie Vernon are the bookkeepers for North Summit. David Moore as an assistant coach. And the head coach again for North Summit is the legendary Jerry Holmes. And athletic director Gary Crittenden, principal Devin Smith, all coaches in their own rights in their time at that spot.
Jerry told me he thinks number 15th time he's played for a title.
In any sport?
Altogether.
Yeah. Then a boys coach, girls coach, football coach.
It's won championships in 3 sports. Well, 2 sports with girls and boys football. So we're ready to rumble, ready for starters right now.
That's right. The teams will move to their benches to the traditional spot for the starting lineups to be announced here in this 2A Girls State Championship game at the Sevier Valley Center. And we'll start off once again with the visiting team, the number 3 seed South Sevier Rams.
Dressed in their road black uniforms.
And they're going to do one from each team. So Curtis will give the one for South Sevier, and I'll go for North Summit.
So number 3, the senior, Caitlin Nielsen.
On the other side of things for the North Summit Braves, it will be a forward, a senior, number 10, Hazelyn Murdoch. 2 players shake hands at midcourt.
Another senior. That's
Whitley Goebel.
Whitney Goebel, number 11. Going to draw a tough defensive assignment for South Sevier tonight.
On the other side, it's a junior guard, number 12, Chaden Sargent for the North Summit Braves.
Bailey Buckmiller, number 21 for South Sevier, the senior guard.
And for the home team, the North Summit Braves, wearing number 13 is a junior guard, Lydia West.
And number 20, no, they're going with number 30. That's Sydney Patterson.
And for the North Summit Braves, a senior point guard, number 22, Heartland Richens.
And we're down to one more, and that's a forward, number 23, Kinley Jensen.
And the final starter for the North Summit Braves, a sophomore center, number 24, that is Ellie Stevens. There's the starters for these 2 teams as the final 2 meet at half court. And now as we wait for the opening tip-off, Curtis, your keys of the game for both South Sevier and North Summit.
We look at some of these keys right now, and I look at it for North Summit. You want to control the glass. They average 42 rebounds a game. Ellie Stevens, 15 points in the tournament, leading the way. They want to control the boards. Defensive pressure. They average 11 steals a game. They thrive on forcing turnovers and getting into the speed. They have 4 players averaging 9 points per game, so they want balanced scoring and limit Patterson's impact. We talked about Coach Holmes in the pregame. For South Sevier, Patterson has to get off to another good game, averaging 19 points in the game. Efficient shooting. They only shot 28% in the first matchup. They'll have to shoot better than that. South Sevier has to win the turnover battle today and rebound and try to compete with them on the glass, try to win that battle.
Tip is controlled by Kinley Jensen for South Sevier. Nilsson down to Jensen, misses underneath the basket. Rebound by Stevens for North Summit. Off and running are the Braves. Richens has it on the volleyball line. She'll back out. It'll be North Summit left to right across your radio dial, TV and computer screen, with South Sevier going right to left. Right junction with it is Stevens. Holding, looking for Richens, able to hand it off to her, guarded tight by Goebel. Ball poked away, Richens gets it back. Looks to drive off the screen left side, cut off by Patterson. Picks up her dribble, bounces to the high post to Murdoch, spins against Goebel, scoop with the left hand and score it. Hazelin Murdoch.
And Hazelin just a better offensive move, pretty good defensive effort by South Sevier on that.
Nielsen across the timeline, guarded by Richens. Comes right wing to Goebel. She'll pass up top to Patterson. Open 3 on the way. Nothing but net. Sydney Patterson puts South Sevier in front.
And boy, what a tournament Sydney Patterson is having. 25 last night.
Now she deflects. Caitlin Nielsen has it for South. Comes ahead for Goebel. Goebel on the short corner right side will turn around and come out to Patterson. Dribbles into the left hand all the way to the rim. Put it up high off the glass. No good. And the rebound to Heartland Richens. She'll push the pace up the floor with Patterson on her hip. Spins at the free throw line, lost the basketball. Patterson dives for it, and in the process, knocked down Richens, so it'll be a foul called on Patterson. First foul on her, first team foul on South Sevier.
They both kind of battled, Patterson and Jensen, a little bit of foul trouble the first game.
Inbounding underneath is Richens. They go for the free throw line. They lob out right side to Murdoch. Into the wing to Sargent. Backs out, goes into the corner to Richens. Touch pass inside for Murdoch. Got the catch. Blocked and a foul called. Free throws coming for Hazelin Murdoch. She gets the basket through the block, draws the foul. North Summit back in front.
And that's 4 quick points for Hazelin Murdoch and 2 quick fouls on 2 key members of South Sevier, Jensen and Patterson, 1 apiece.
Murdoch steps up to the free throw line. The and one off the front of the rim, off the back of the rim and in. So Murdoch with 5, and it's a 2-point Brave lead. Nielsen up top, guarded by Richens. Hands right side on the wing to Goebel. Goebel works her way around the perimeter, hands it off to Buckmiller. Buckmiller steps into a 17-footer, round the rim and drops it in, ties the game at 5.
Good looking shot, just past the foul line for Bailey.
Goebel will pick up Richens in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline. Trap comes, goes up ahead left wing to Stevens. Guarded tight by Patterson. Now goes down the lane to Murdoch. Bobbled it, able to tap it out to Richens for 3. Knocks it down. Heartland Richens, a big 3-pointer.
Yeah, Whitley just a step slow getting there. Both teams really efficient offensively right now.
Caitlin Nielsen over to Patterson. Patterson calls for Goebel to come get it, picks up her dribble. Now instead goes right wing to Buckmiller. Low block into Jensen. Jensen faces up on Stevens, drives around her underneath the basket. Blocked on the bottom of the backboard, but a foul called and free throws coming for Kinley Jensen.
She got down kind of low, so kind of fortunate to pick up the foul on Stevens.
It'll be her first, team's first. First free throw from Jensen, off the rim, no good.
60% for Kinley on the year. 35 out of 57.
Second free throw, short. In fact, it didn't touch the rim, so it'll be North Summit basketball.
North Summit crowd kind of letting her hear it right there.
5:35 to go in quarter number 1, 8-5. North Summit leads South Sevier in this 2A girls state championship game. Richens will bring it up against Goebel. High dribble, goes right side high to Stevens, to the high post to Murdoch. Dribbles down the lane, tries to pass out. Kicked out of bounds by Buckmiller. And it'll be North Summit basketball on the baseline.
Yeah, trying to get the ball over there to Heartland in the corner. Bailey quick on the trigger, knocked it out.
The lob out for Sargent. to the corner to Richens. Touch pass to the low block to Murdoch. Kicks it out. Up top now they go to Richens into the short corner. It goes back into Murdoch. Back out of the wing to Sargent. Up top Richens. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Crosses over. Looks to drive left. Gets down the lane. Puts it up. Blocked and a traveling violation first.
Boy, she's got first step, doesn't she, Robert? Quick.
She is fast. 8 straight years of Hadley and Heartland Richens running the point for Coach Holmes. Up top with it, Sydney Patterson. Left side high it goes to Goebel. Hands back to Patterson. Off the screen by Jensen, going to drive the lane. Gets it to Jensen on the pick and roll. Left side lay-in is good.
2-man game, Stockton to Malone. That leads down to 1.
8-7 your score. 4:38 to go in the first quarter.
Now 1-2 trap right now, South Sevier.
Sargent going to drive baseline, got cut off, passes out for Murdoch. Murdoch in the lane, goes left wing to West. 3 on the way, in and out, high rebound. Nilsson has it for the Rams. She'll push the pace. Running to the left side, going to drive in against Richens. Comes to a stop in the low block. Out to Buckmiller, 14-footer on the lane, no good. Rebound to Murdoch for North Summit. Richens brings it back the other way, guarded by Goebel. Picks up her dribble, skips it right wing to Sargent. Tries to dribble in, got it to Murdoch for the right side finish. Hazelin Murdoch with a game-high 7.
Kinley Jensen behind her with 1 foul. Kind of had to lay off a little bit.
Under 4 to go in the first quarter, 10-7 your score. Nilsson slowing it down for South Sevier. Right wing to Patterson. Off the screen by Jensen, going to drive all the way in. Nobody picks her up and gets the left-hand finish. Quickly the other way, up to Sargent. She can't quite run it down. The pass too long. Out of bounds it goes, and North Summit turnover, their third.
Yeah, you got to throw a ball pretty hard to not get run down by these guards. But 1-point lead right now, North Summit.
3:40 to go in the first quarter. Pressure now by Richens in the backcourt. Nilsson gives it up to Patterson to bring it across the timeline. Top of the key. Goes left side high to Goebel. Hands back to Patterson. Rejects the screen by Jensen. Dribbles in, nothing there. Comes out to Goebel. 1 dribble, launches the 3 off the dribble. Missed it short. Rebound tipped out. And Patterson has it for South Sevier. And a foul called on North Summit.
They're going to pick up Heartland Richens on the reach.
Now they're going to give it to Murdoch. That will be her first, team second. 10-9, North Summit lead. South Sevier the chance to take the lead here. Ball on the baseline. Nilsson to inbound. They run at the rim. Now they're going to throw out for Buckmiller. High on the left wing. Backdoor, try to go backdoor cut for Nilsson, but stolen by Richens. She'll push the pace the other way. Down the left side of the floor. Lobs ahead for West. And overthrew her out of bounds. Turnover for North Summit.
You know, Jerry talked about that. He wants to play fast, but that's kind of a byproduct of that.
So, yeah, and he tells Heartland right there, he says, you're good, just slow it down a little. Cooperland Green into the game for South Sevier as Bailey Buckmiller comes out.
And I think she'll have a role with her quickness in this game. Helps them match up just a little better.
Patterson bringing it up, working her way right side. Lobs up top to Jensen. Works her way down the right lane. Kicks it out to Patterson. She'll curl in, puts up the runner. Off the glass, no good. Jensen the rebound, 12-footer on the way. Got the bounce. Kinley Jensen puts South Sevier back in front.
Offensive boards and a
another
turnover.
North Summit turnover as Richens tried to find Sargent. Threw this one behind her. 5 first quarter turnovers by the Braves.
And this pace is fast.
11-10 your score. Patterson in the backcourt with it. Guarded by Sargent, and she brings it up the floor. Lobs left wing to Nilsson. Hands back to Patterson, high on the left side. Jensen comes out for the screen. Patterson goes off of it, pick and roll, back to Jensen. Pumps, going to drive baseline. Got Stevens in the air, puts it up as she turned around. In and out. Stevens the rebound for the Braves.
Tough luck shot for Jensen.
Richens the other way. Right wing it goes to Sargent. High post to Murdoch. Drives the lane. Spins against Jensen. Puts it up off the glass. Falls off the rim. Patterson the rebound. Coach Johnson saying push it up the floor. To Nilsson on the wing. Low block into Goebel. Puts it up against West. Off the glass. No good. Stevens the rebound for the Braves. Richens will slow it down. She'll go left wing to West. Down the lane to Murdoch. Patterson got there a little late. Murdoch finishes with the left hand. Hazelin Murdoch with a game high 9.
Being late, better than picking up 2. So North Summit back up 1.
12-11 your score. Nielsen comes up top to Jensen. Backdoor cut for Patterson in the lane. To the corner to Green. She'll set for 3. High arch. Short off the rim. Rebound goes to Murdoch for the Braves. Tried to pass it out. A fortunate bounce went to Richens. Now down the lane to Stevens. Short corner it goes to West. Out to Murdoch. 17-footer. Short off the rim. Long rebound in the corner. And West runs it down for North Summit. And a foul will be called on Sydney Patterson. That'll be her second with 1:11 to go in quarter number 1.
Yeah, that's just a foul they don't need right there. Lakin Bigelow, number 20, into the lineup.
Quincy Bernard in for North Summit along with Kate Smith as Sargent and West come out for the Braves. Patterson checks out for South Sevier. 1 point, North Summit lead, 1:11 to go here in quarter number 1 of this 2A Girls State Championship. Richens near the timeline. Goebel comes out on her. Left wing it goes to Vernon. She'll skip it right wing to Smith. Short corner now to Stevens. Driving baseline. Gets cut off. Out to Smith. She'll take the 3. Off the rim, no good. Backside rebound to Jensen. South Sevier the other way with Caitlin Nilsson. Up ahead to Bigelow, who got free. Air ball hard on the way in, and the rebound taken by Vernon for North Summit.
Great pass from Caitlin Nilsson. Just a little hard on that shot.
Right wing Vernon tries to go high post. Jensen jumps the passing lane. Takes it the other way for South Sevier. On the left side, blocked from behind out by Richens. And a foul called. Free throws coming for Kinley Jensen as Heartland Richens will pick up her first.
So Jensen 0 for 2 at the foul line in this game. So
Jensen does have 4 points. Chance to tie and even take the lead here for South Sevier on these ones. Misses the first one short. 33 seconds to go in the quarter after the shot. The shot clock will be turned off. Second free throw, in and out. And lane violation against Stevens, so it'll be another shot for Kinley Jensen.
that foul shot looked better, Robert, didn't you think?
Yes, it was. Second chance here. Nothing but net for Jensen. She has 5 and ties the game at 12. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Richens will bring it up, guarded by Goebel. Left wing ahead to Vernon. Vernon picks up her dribble into the corner to Stevens. Stevens looking for Murdoch, can't get it to her. Skips it right side for Richens in the corner. Down to 16 seconds. Left wing Vernon. To the short corner, Stevens. 15-footer on the baseline. No good. Rebound by Vernon for North Summit. Lost the handle on it. Both teams go to the floor. Jump ball will keep it with North Summit with 8.8 seconds to go. 12-12 your score here nearing the end of quarter number 1 of this 2A Girls State Championship. Heartland Richens inbound. Lobs it for Murdoch. Catch and shoot. 10-footer. Missed it short. Rebound out of bounds off of Richens. 5 seconds for South Sevier. Coach Johnson trying to tell him what to do with the 5-second play. Pass comes into Goebel. Back to Nielsen. Down to 3 seconds. Up to the three-point line. Comes to a stop. Puts it up against Richens. Blocked and nothing called, That'll be how the first quarter comes to an end. Through 1 in this 2A Girls State Championship. It's number 3 South Sevier 12. Number 1 North Summit 12 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
To the second quarter we go in a tie ball game in this 2A Girls State Championship. Your thoughts in the first 8 minutes, Curtis?
Just a frenetic pace up and down the court. And we didn't get anywhere. We're still tied.
All tied up.
12 apiece.
South Sevier basketball to start the second quarter. Caitlin Nilsson with it, guarded by Richens. Comes left wing to Goebel. Off the screen by Jensen. She'll back out. Now goes to the wing to Jensen. Skips it right side for Green. Back up top to Nilsson. Left wing Goebel. Fakes the pass, dribbles into the left hand, pull up 15-footer, off the rim, no good. Rebound by Vernon, quickly to Richens. Off the races goes Richens, down the left side of the floor, blocked by Jensen, out of bounds. North Summit basketball on the baseline.
Boy, what an effort from Kinley coming in on that right side. Got a hand on that, and didn't pick up a foul.
Richens will inbound on the baseline. 3 low, 1 high for the Braves. They get it into Murdoch, quickly to the wing to Vernon, into the corner to Richens. Now Richens will bring it out to set up the offense as Coach Holmes gives the call. Right wing Vernon. Ball poked away by Nilsson, and Nilsson gets the steal. It's 1-on-3 for Nilsson. To the left wing, hesitates, gets to the baseline, goes inside of Vernon and draws the foul. Free throws coming for Caitlin Nilsson.
Yeah, what a great little hesitation. She drew that. She got everybody to hesitate just a little bit. And picked up the foul on Vernon.
Her first, team's first this quarter. Chance for South Sevier to regain the lead here.
Caitlin, a good foul shooter, 61% on the year, 20 out of 33.
Vernon a little shaken up after that play. Is going to come out of the game as Lydia West checks back in. Not sure what she did, but going to go get her checked out, make sure she's okay. First free throw from Nilsson, good. Her first point.
They're going to need Caitlin to score right now with Patterson sidelined with 2.
And she makes them both, does Nilsson. She has 2. South Sevier goes back in front with our 5th lead change. 14-12 Rams. Up ahead to West. Nobody on her. She'll pull it out. Lobs high post for Murdoch. Dribbles to the short corner. 15-footer. High arch. Off the backboard. No good. Rebound Stevens. Back up and in to tie the game.
That's what Stevens does well. Offensive board for a basket.
Nilsson goes right wing to Green. Green comes out to Goebel. Looking for Jensen. They get it to her in the low block. Faces up against Stevens. Not there. Goes left wing to Bigelow. Up top, Goebel. Goebel going to drive left hand. Puts up the 12-foot runner. Got it to go. Whitley Goebel's first points.
Big shot, a little 8-foot floater.
Pass comes up ahead for West on the far sideline. Tries to pass in the lane. Tipped by Jensen. Stolen by Bigelow.
2 big defensive plays, a block and a tip for Jensen.
Nilsson up the floor looking for Goebel. Stolen from behind as Kate Smith able to steal it. Back the other way comes Richens. Picks up her dribble. Left wing to West. High post to Murdoch. Looking to drive right side. Kicks to the short corner. 15-footer for Smith. Off the rim, no good. Murdoch, an easy tip in on the right side.
That's back-to-back offensive boards and putbacks for North Summit.
Ties the game at 16, under 6 to go in the first half. Left wing it goes. Holding is Bigelow. Up top now to Green. Right wing to Nilsson. Richens jumps the passing lane. Nilsson able to dive for it to control it.
Yeah, Cooper kind of telegraphed that pass, and she jumped it.
Goebel up top. Call comes from Coach Johnson. 10 seconds to go on the shot clock. Right wing Green. Backdoor cut to Bigelow. Makes the catch. Too hard off the glass. Murdoch the backside rebound. Braves the other way. Baseball pass up ahead by Richens into the band. North Summit turnover number 9.
Yeah, the band teacher, pretty good hands over there, Robert. Number 40. They might need him.
Jaden Sargent into the game for Kate Smith. Timeout going to be called. We'll take it with 5:25 to go in the first half. It is number 3 South Sevier 16, number 1 North Summit 16 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Miller & Company CPAs, a certified public accounting firm, has served Central and Southern Utah for the past 20 years with individual and business taxation in industries including agriculture, construction, retail, manufacturing, trucking, real estate, and more. Miller & Company CPAs offers income tax services, payroll processing and bookkeeping, financial statement prep, and business advisory services, including tax planning and on-site QuickBooks Pro service. Call 435-896-4301. That's 435-896-4301. Miller & Company CPAs.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. We're all tied up at 16 as we come out of the timeout. It'll be South Sevier basketball. 5:25 to go in the first half. Caitlin Nilsson will bring it up the floor for the Rams. Passes up top to Bigelow. She faces up. Looks for Jensen underneath. Got it to her, working against Stevens. Puts it up from 6 feet and fades away and knocks it down. Jensen with 7. Richens back the other way for the Braves. Left corner to Sargent. Drives baseline. Pull up 15-footer. Nothing but net. Jaden Sargent with her first point. Ties the game back up at 18.
And nobody picked her up. Driving baseline. Little floater.
Nielsen with it. Up top to Bigelow. Backdoor cut looking for Green. And an easy steal for North Summit. Richens the other way. Down the middle of the floor she comes. Kicks to the corner to Sargent. Sargent out to the wing to Murdoch. Steps into a 3. Murdoch, nothing but net. A game high 14. And the Braves go back in front.
And Hazen Murdoch can hit that shot. That's 56 on the year for her.
Across the timeline they come. Right wing with it. Handing off to Nielsen. Off the screen. She'll take the 3 for the tie. Caitlin Nielsen with 5.
We talked about here with Patterson nursing foul trouble. Caitlin's coming up big.
Left wing west, down the lane to Murdoch. Gets the catch, puts up the runner, and draws the foul. Count the basket. Hazelyn Murdoch with 16 in this first half, and a chance to make it 17.
What a shot, gritty.
Foul on Lakin Bigelow as her first, team's first. Sydney Patterson back into the game for the Rams. Bigelow checks out. Chadlyn Blomquist into the game for North Summit as Ellie Stevens checks out.
It's a bit of the fouling coming into this game. 110 shots. So she gets there.
And she gets the and one. She has 17 to lead all scores. What a game from Hazelyn Murdoch.
It's 17 out of 24 for the Braves.
Up the floor comes Nielsen. Nielsen crosses. Up top to Patterson on the volleyball line. Patterson looking for Kinley. They get it to her in the low block. Spins around Blomquist. Left side layup is good. Kinley Jensen now with 9.
Yeah, mismatch. And Kinley with such a great footwork and quickness.
Now left side with it. Murdoch has it up top. Goes right wing to Sargent. Into the corner to Blomquist. High post to Murdoch. Driving right side. Puts it up against the defense. Missed it short. Nielsen the rebound for South Sevier. Up the floor to Patterson. South Sevier with numbers. Dribbles left side. Gets cut off by Sargent, who got back defensively. Right wing now to Green. Green a dribble right side on the baseline. Drifts past to Nielsen in the corner. Rises for 3. Too hard. Blomquist or Murdoch the rebound for North Summit. Now Patterson riding Richens down the sideline. Richens able to get by her. And block foul will be called on Caitlin Nielsen, who stepped in to cut her off. That'll be her first, team's second. South Sevier crowd doesn't like it.
Well, better that foul than picking up Sydney Patterson, kind of riding her down that sideline. That would have been 3.
3 minutes to go in the half. 1 point North Summit lead, 24-23. Richens to inbound. Into the corner to Blomquist for 3. Off the glass, didn't draw iron. Backside rebound, Cooperlyn Green. Nielsen up the floor for Jensen. She'll drive baseline and
going to be picked
bump
up the
foul on
Blomquist.
Blomquist. Yep, Chadlyn Blomquist got her with the body for her first, team second. Nope. Well, I think they put 23, but now they're changing. Well,
Yeah, the contact was Blomquist.
they're trying to check this. They called it on 23. They announced Heartland Richens that North Summit doesn't have a 23 on the floor.
Okay.
But no one's talking about it. Backdoor cut for Caitlin Nielsen for the left side lay-in. Nielsen now with 7, and South Sevier goes back in front.
Under 3 minute mark.
Yeah, they called the foul on Olivia Richens. She isn't in the game. Right wing with it, Jaden Sargent. Down the lane for Murdoch. Short corner, Blomquist. 15-footer, short. Backside rebound to Patterson. South Sevier up ahead looking for Jensen. Makes a great catch and gets it to go.
What a pass, what a catch. Great hands from Jensen.
This is South Sevier's largest lead at 3. 27-24, 2:13 to go in the first half. Sargent. High post, it goes to Murdoch. 16-footer straight away. Knocks it down. Murdoch with 19 to lead all scores.
19 points.
Nelson will bring it across the timeline. Goes to the corner to Buckmiller. Up top to Jensen. Pumps, going to dribble into the left hand. Splits to the defense. Right side layup is good. Kinley Jensen with 13 for South Sevier.
Right now, North Summit, no answer for Jensen driving
Right wing Blomquist down the lane to Murdoch. She's going to drive in. She splits the defense and draws the foul. Free throws coming for Hazelyn Murdoch.
You're going to give that to Buckmiller? Yep.
Bailey Buckmiller will pick up her first, team's third.
So you look at Murdoch. I had her with 462 coming in, Robert. So I don't know. She might hit 500 today.
Yeah. The official, they're at the scores table because they're trying to figure out that last foul on North Summit. They called it on 23, who's not on the floor. 23 is who got fouled on South Sevier.
Yeah.
I think it should have been on 0, Chadlin Blomquist.
Yep.
They're trying to get that corrected in the book. Blomquist just came out of the game when they subbed Stevens in. They're going to go double check it with Coach Holmes before they shoot these free throws. And they are going to verify. It looks like they will give it to Blomquist. Yep, so they will change that so that foul will go on Blomquist, which is what the right call.
Get it right. Boy, could you ask anything more of Hazelyn Murdoch in this first half?
Man, she's been awesome. She has 19 to lead all scorers. First free throw here, nothing but net. Make it 20 for Murdoch.
And that's just picture perfect. Could teach a clinic on how to shoot a foul shot right there. Up on her toes, great extension. And
second free throw, got it. 4 for 4 from the charity stripe and a game-high 21 as she pulls her team to within one, 29-28. Patterson comes up top to Jensen. Nothing backdoor, comes to the wing to Patterson, dribbles in at the right hand, goes right wing to Buckmiller. High post to Jensen, fakes the pass, drives right side, comes to a stop in the block, puts it up, missed it short, got her own rebound, goes back up, no good. Rebound to Goebel. Goebel from 8 feet, no good. And the rebound underneath by Stevens for North Summit.
Boy, 3 big chances.
And then the pass to Richens gets tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Richens. South Sevier ball on the baseline. Coach Holmes wanted a foul call, doesn't get it.
Buckmiller to trigger baseline inbounds.
4 low for the Rams. They lob out for Patterson. Runs it down near the sideline. Up top, Jensen. She'll go to the wing to Buckmiller. Steps into a 15-footer, blocked by West, and a foul called. And free throws coming for Bailey Buckmiller. Foul will go on up. Lydia West, her first, team's third. So we can get a look at it here. So might have got her on the forearm area. First free throw from Buckmiller. In and out. Cooperland Green into the game for Sydney Patterson. Under a minute to go in the first half. They don't want her to pick up her third. One more free throw for Buckmiller. Second one is off the rim, no good. Stevens throws the rebound off of Goebel out of bounds. North Summit basketball.
A smart play from Stevens and in for North Summit, Kate Smith.
She'll come into the game for Chaden Sargent. 48 seconds to go in the half. 29-28. South Sevier leads in this girls 2A state championship. Murdoch across the timeline, hands to Richens. Guarded by Goebel. Down to 40 seconds in the half. Up top now to Smith. Smith goes left wing to West. Into the short corner to Stevens. Down the lane to Murdoch. Working on Jensen. Puts it up against her. Missed it short. Got her own rebound. Goes back up, no good. And now Jensen the rebound. Able to get it out to Nilsson. Shot clock turned off. 24 seconds in the half. Right wing Green. Transition 3. Off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound out of bounds. North Summit ball.
Coach Johnson calling for one shot there.
They were going too fast for one
shot.
Too fast.
Too fast to hear.
Richens in the backcourt. 14 seconds to go in the half. 29-28 your score. Guarded by Goebel as she brings it up. Down to 8 seconds. Works her way right wing. Has the ball poked away, and it's taken away by Goebel. 3 seconds in the half. Richens on her tight to Nilsson. Nilsson from half court at the horn. Off the rim. And at the end of 2 in this girls 2A state championship game, it is number 3 South Sevier 29, number 1 North Summit 28. We've got your Jones and Emil Engineering halftime show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
commercial to recreational truck accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan. Oh, come on, ref! That's simple human sense.
Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield or Cena Rasmussen in Salina for Sorensen-Levitt Insurance.
The City of Monroe is proud to have its own power company and to support South Sevier Athletics. Monroe City Power delivers nice, bright lights for every South Sevier athletic event at home. Having a public power company enables Monroe City to provide community improvements that could not be afforded otherwise, while keeping rates down at the same time. The City of Monroe and Monroe City Electric Department are proud of their South Sevier Rams and wish them well in all endeavors.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs.
Simply complete an application on your phone or computer and select the low-rate option you prefer.
And then sit back and enjoy the peace of mind that comes from knowing you have a low-rate line of credit. Ready for whatever life throws at you.
To learn more or start your application, visit uccu.com or stop by any branch.
We are all part of a team. Whether you are the quiet hero or the newest recruit, the steady anchor or the moral support, your team needs you. At Intermountain Health, Sevier Valley Hospital, we want to be part of your team. Partner with us on your health and continue to be a game changer for your teammates.
Good luck to the Lady Wildcats and Lady Rams this year from Red Rock Construction. Call Red Rock Construction for all your painting needs, indoor or outdoor, commercial or residential. And remember, Red Rock Construction for any remodeling projects as well, no matter how big or small. Whether it's the bathroom, kitchen, finishing a basement, or simple repairs to the home, call Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. That's Red Rock Construction at 979-5335. 979-5335. Red Rock Construction.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back here to the Sevier Valley Center. Robert Lovell with you alongside Curtis Marsh on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports as the combined efforts of the North Summit cheerleading squad and the drill team Esonias just entertained the crowd. And now South Sevier is getting ready to bring out their halftime entertainment with their cheerleading squad and the drill team South Sevier Sensations. At the half in this one, 29-28 your score. South Sevier leads North Summit in this 2A Girls State Championship game. And this is the Jones Intermill Engineering halftime show. From slam dunks to buzzer beaters, the Jones Intermill Engineering team is there to help you tackle the toughest infrastructure issues. That's Jones Intermill Engineering. Your takeaway from this first half, Curtis?
Well, to me, it was exactly what I was expecting. Kind of a little bit of a track meet, but two athletic teams and back and forth. How many lead changes?
7 lead changes and 6 ties.
Well, just you look at that rebounding attack of North Summit trying to impose their will, but South Sevier just fighting and clawing right there. And what can you say about Hazelin Murdoch? What a half.
Yeah, what a half, that's for sure. Let's look at our first half stats. And we'll start with South Sevier as they have the halftime lead. 13 points from Kinley Jensen. She's been big with 4 rebounds. And then 7 points for Caitlin Nilsson. 2 rebounds and 2 steals for Nilsson. 5 points from Sydney Patterson with 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Then 2 points apiece for Whitley Goebel and Bailey Buckmiller in this first half for the Rams. They're shooting 41% from the floor, just 25% from 3, and only 38% from the free throw line.
And I think they'd like to get more people involved in scoring right now. So how many? Just 3 people?
Well, the 5 starters have scored.
5 starters, and they've got some looks from outside right now, but Kinley's been really effective, I think, getting to the glass right now.
Yeah,
it's kind of helped with the bigs in there, but it's been a great first half for number 10 for North Summit. Really impressed.
Let's look at those North Summit stats as Hazelyn Murdoch leads the way, a game-high 21 points with 6 rebounds to go along with it. Heartland Richens has 3 points with 2 assists and 2 steals, 2 points for Chaden Sargent, and then 2 points with 6 rebounds for Ellie Stevens for the Braves. They're shooting 44% from the floor, 40% from 3, and all Hazelyn Murdoch, but a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, I think, maybe turnovers a little bit of a factor for North Summit, getting a little hurried. Without that, they might be up 6 or 7, but 21 points and a half.
They're dominating the rebound as North Summit, 17-10, 5-3 on the offensive glass. But as you said, turnovers. North Summit with 12 turnovers compared to South Sevier's 8.
That's the difference right there, and that's why we got a 1-point game.
That's exactly right, as the 2 combined efforts of the cheerleading squads and dance teams for both schools just got done entertaining the crowd here at the Sevier Valley Center, and the teams get ready to come back out and get ready for second half action. But as we look forward to the second half here now, Curtis, your keys now for these 2 teams going into half number 2.
Well, you can't let Hazelton have 21 the second half. That's 42. Somebody's got to take on that defensive assignment right now. But the rebound disparity, South Sevier's got to crash those boards, and they got to do it by committee. All 5 girls have to crash the boards right now. Because second chance opportunities. How many offensive rebounds for North Summit?
They've got 5 offensive rebounds compared to South Sevier's 3.
And a couple of them led to baskets. And so right now, North Summit's going to get the ball first coming out of the half. And, and I think they're going to look for a little more balanced scoring right now. But, they're doing what they do, rebounding the basketball and playing defense. And South Sevier just clawing and scratching with everything they got right now.
So we'll watch for those things throughout the second half here at the Sevier Valley Center in the Girls 2A State Championship. At the half, it is number 3 South Sevier 29, number 1 North Summit 28. This has been the Jones and DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. They applaud the teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line with Jones and DeMille Engineering. And we'll come back with the second half next here from the Sevier Valley Center on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Chisholm Family Dentistry in Monroe at 30 South Main holds the key to your healthy, beautiful smile. Experienced dentists and staff dedicated to overall family dental care. Call 527-3555. Whether you're in need of exams, cleaning, or corrective work, you'll receive excellent care. 527-3555. Chisholm Family Dentistry, serving the Sevier Valley with quality dental care. Proud to sponsor the South Sevier Rams.
Drive for a winning team. DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis hires reliable drivers with competitive starting pay and raises after 90 days. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, and attainable bonuses, and more. Why would you drive for anyone else? Call DP Curtis Trucking for details, 435-893-2900. That's 435-893-2900, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Jones and DeMille Engineering was founded with a simple mission to shape the quality of life with a personalized touch. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they provide value beyond the project, creating places where people live, work, and thrive. For over 40 years, they've proudly served our communities, enhancing lives through their work. Join their team and become a dedicated community improvement leader. Whether you're an engineer or just love infrastructure, they invite you to seek a career with them. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
To the second half we go here at the 2A Girls State Championship game between number 3 South Sevier, number 1 North Summit. It is the third-seeded Rams with the 1-point lead going into half number 2 over the top-seeded Braves, 29-28. And North Summit basketball as we start half number 2. On the floor for the Braves, Sargent, Heartland Richens, Murdoch, Stevens, and West. And for South Sevier, that will be Goebel, Buckmiller, Nilsson, Jensen, Patterson, the 5 starters for both teams. Right wing with it, Sargent for the Braves. Up top to Richens. Left wing now to West. Looking for Stevens. Not there. Comes back up top to Sargent. They swing it around to Richens. Right wing for 3. Short on the rim. Rebound down the lane. Goebel had it, and she'll be tied up by Sargent. Jump ball gives it to South Sevier.
Crowd's big, Robert.
Yeah, it's nearly standing room only in here.
1 of 2 championship games tonight, both involving South Sevier.
Yes, it is. Caitlin Nilsson up top with it for the Rams. Lobs high post to Patterson. To the short corner it goes to Goebel. Puts up the little runner, 6-footer off the side of the backboard. No good. Murdoch the rebound.
Good defensive lead by Murdoch there to kind of force her into the back
Murdoch,
of the backstop.
Right side Sargent, short corner to Stevens, 17-footer on the way. Around the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out by Nilsson. Richens runs it down. She'll hand it to West. Low block now to Stevens. Bounces back to West in the corner. Pumps, looks for Stevens again. Got it to her. Comes back out to West. West one dribble, goes to Richens on the wing. High on the left side, ball gets poked away by Goebel. Both teams dive for it. It's loose. West has it. Now to Murdoch. Right wing Sargent, 15 seconds on the shot clock. She hands back to Richens on the wing. Off the screen by Murdoch. Steps into a long 2. Off the rim, no good. Buckmiller the rebound for South Sevier. Patterson up the floor to Nilsson in the corner. Down low to Jensen, working on Stevens. Faces up on her, and Murdoch nearly tied her up. They swing it around now to Patterson for 3. Rattles it in. Sydney Patterson with 8. The largest lead of the game is now 4.
Got the shot over Lydia West.
Richens comes left wing to West. Patterson steals it from her. Patterson with Sargent trying to cut her off. Hesitates, drives right side, put it up, missed it short off the glass. Nilsson the rebound. She gets the putback.
And what a hustle play from Caitlin Nilsson. Cleaning up the rebound.
Now a foul on Whitley Goebel as she rides the hip of Heartland Richens. That'll be her first, team's first. 6-point lead is the largest of the game for either team. 34-28, 6:04 to go in the third quarter. Richens in the backcourt. Passes up ahead for West. Now to Sargent on the volleyball line as they reset the offense. Right wing West. Into the corner to Richens. Short corner now to Murdoch. Back out to Richens. Ball gets knocked loose, and Buckmiller has it for South Sevier.
Looking to run with Caitlin. Pulls it back out.
5:40 to go in the third. Left wing to Patterson. Hands back to Nilsson. Nilsson holding. She'll go right wing with it. Going right to left in the lane is Goebel. Puts up the runner hard off the glass. No good. Stevens the rebound for the Braves. Down the floor comes Richens. Crosses over. Drives left side. She puts up the 6-foot runner. Got it to go. Heartland Richens now with 5.
It's a tough shot. Fading left. Shooting with the right hand.
Patterson guarded tight by Richens. Hands it off to Nilsson. Right wing Buckmiller. Comes back up top to Nilsson. Down underneath to Jensen. Got a great pass, but a traveling violation on Jensen.
Didn't catch it clean. Caused her to kind of stumble a little bit.
Chance for North Summit to cut into the 4-point South Sevier lead. Sargent will bring it across. Up top, she'll go left side high now to West. Back to Sargent, right wing Richens. Fakes the drive, thought about the shot, now kicks to the corner to Murdoch. Murdoch dribbles in, up top to Sargent. Sargent off the screen, dribbles to the corner, looks for Murdoch, nothing there, tries to get it to Stevens, able through, 2 on the low block, dribbles across the key, misses the layup, rebound by Jensen for South Sevier.
Yeah, what a catch by Stevens. I didn't think she'd catch that ball, but...
Patterson crosses over with Richens on her. Goes left wing to Buckmiller, back out to Patterson. Gives it up for Nilsson. Right wing Goebel. Skips it left side high for Buckmiller. Up top Nilsson. High post to Patterson. 14-footer down the lane. Nothing but net. Sydney Patterson with 10.
She's got the mid-range game. She's got the 3-point range. And she can attack the rim. Just hard to defend.
Back to a 6-point South Sevier lead. Skip pass left side high to West. Into the corner it goes to Stevens. Bounces back out for West. Up top, Sargent. Defense sagging. Straightaway three. Off the rim, no good. West with the rebound and draws the foul.
Yeah, Patterson had a body on Stevens, but nobody had a body on West.
Foul on Buckmiller is her second. Team's at second this quarter. And Lydia West, they're going to call it on the ground, so it'll be North Summit basketball on the baseline.
Second foul on Bailey.
Richens will inbound underneath.
Zone defense right now.
They lob out for Sargent up top. High post to Murdoch. Faces up. Dribbles in, kicks it out now to the wing to Sargent. She'll drive into the left hand. Scoops it up with the right hand. Off the glass, no good. Jensen the rebound. Nilsson the other way now for South Sevier. Right side high to Patterson. Up top Nilsson. Left wing Buckmiller. Back up top to Nilsson. Down the lane for Jensen. Makes the catch. Blocked by Stevens. Patterson has it. Up top to Nilsson. Down the lane she goes. Left side. Gets cut off. Comes back out to Patterson as they reset. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Down to 10. Left side high Buckmiller. Goes to Nilsson. Down to 5 seconds. She'll launch the deep three. Air ball. And out of bounds it goes. North Summit basketball.
Yeah, they just kind of, I think some of them thought they reset that clock on the block shot from North Summit.
Yeah. Cooper Lynn Green into the game for South Sevier. And
Whitley Goebel out.
Yep, Goebel comes out with 3:03 to go in the third. 36-30. South Sevier leads in North Summit. Richens will throw it down the floor for Sargent across the timeline. On the right wing, low block into Murdoch. Working on Jensen, a left-handed baby hook. Murdoch with 23.
And the lead 4.
Buckmiller with it.
Is that her first points of the second half?
Yes, it is. Green skips it left side to Buckmiller. Up top, Nilsson. Right wing, Green. Looking for Jensen, not there. Skips it again for Buckmiller, but Buckmiller started to cut in and out of bounds it goes. A South Sevier turnover. .235 to go in the third. 36-32. Across the timeline comes Richens. She'll go up ahead to West. They swing it around the key. Right wing, Richens. Pumps on the shot. Skips it left side, Sargent. Tries the touch pass inside. Got tipped away, but Stevens gathers it. Back out to Sargent. Dribbles to the middle. Right wing, Richens. Open three. Nothing but net. Heartland Richens with 8. And it's a 1-point game.
It's a big shot from Heartland.
36-35. 2:04 to go in the third. Patterson dribbles in the lane, gets all the way to the rim, put it up. Offensive foul called as Hazelyn Murdoch draws the charge for North Summit. The third foul on Sydney Patterson.
Take away the basket, but the foul's bigger.
Bigelow and Goebel back into the game for South Sevier. Patterson comes out along with Buckmiller, and Coach Johnson calls a timeout. We'll take it with him with 1:58 to go in the third quarter of the 2A Girls State Championship. South Sevier 36, North Summit 35 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
To all of you lovers of the rattlesnake cadence, I'm C.R. Wood, and I never tire of announcing it's auction time again in Central Utah. For the last 30 years, we've all gotten together for the biggest equipment trade day in all of Trail Country, and we're doing it again March 1st in Joseph, Utah. We kick it all off at 10 o'clock in the morning in the yard just west of Wes Ogden's shop. We've already got some treasures that will fit your operation like a glove, and there's room for a whole lot more. A Cat 225 excavator, a like-new Great Dane drop-deck aluminum trailer, a perfect teenager's pickup with a Cummins diesel and a custom suspension, tanks, tools, and a whole lot of really neat shop equipment. We're inviting you to join the party. To turn your surplus into money, call or text us at 435-201-1705.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Braves basketball coming out of the timeout. Heartland Richens goes left corner to West. Low block into Stevens. Puts it up against Bigelow. Missed it short off the bottom of the backboard. And the rebound to Cooperland Green for South Sevier. 1:40 to go in the quarter. Green with it high left side. High post to Bigelow. Left open. 15-footer on the way. Too hard. Richens the rebound for the Braves.
chance to take the lead for North Summit.
Richens holding, goes left wing to Sargent. She'll step into the three. Air ball hard, and out of bounds it goes. South Sevier ball.
.123 remaining.
Up the floor comes Nielsen. On the volleyball line goes right wing to Green. Green dribbles in against Richens. Got cut off. Skips it to the corner to Goebel. Sets for three. Knocks it down. Whitley Goebel, a big three-pointer. She has 5.
Good find from Cooperlin Green.
Under a minute to go in the quarter. 4-point South Sevier lead. They work it into Murdoch. Spins against Jensen. Puts it up. Partially blocked. Missed it short. Rebound is a jump ball, which will keep it with North Summit. Into the game now for the Braves will be Quincy Vernon and Kate Smith. Sargent and West come out.
It's the first time we've seen Quincy since she kind of got banged up.
Hart Richens to inbound. Box set here for the Braves. They come in left side to Murdoch, who got open underneath. She curls out to Vernon, into the corner to Richens. Off the screen for three. Short off the rim. Vernon the rebound. Picked up now by Smith. Up top Murdoch. Left wing Vernon. Three on the way. Rattles it in. Quincy Vernon with the triple off the bench.
Off an offensive rebound.
Back to a 1-point game. Shot clock turned off. 27 seconds to go in the third. 39-38. South Sevier leads North Summit. Left corner. Goebel for three again. Got it again. Goebel with 8. South Sevier back up by 4. 17 seconds. Richens pushing the pace the other way. She'll back out. Launches a long step back 2. Air ball. Rebound out of bounds. South Sevier ball with 10.7 seconds to go in the third.
And that quick shot gives South Sevier another chance. And how big are the back-to-back threes from Whitney?
I'm not sure Nielsen knows the time. 7 seconds to go. She's just walking it across. Now down to 5. 4. Off the screen by Bigelow. 3, 2. Fades to her right as she puts it up. Off the rim. No good. And at the end of 3 in this 2A Girls State Championship, it is number 3 South Sevier 42, number 1 North Summit 38. The final 8 minutes of the state title when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Your car carries you and those you love through the days and years. It deserves the best care you can give it. At Burt Brothers, we can help with that. We've been doing it better than anyone else since 1991, and we'll keep doing it to get you through all the important moments on life's roads. Because cars are more than how we get from here to there, they're how we get from there to here. Find your nearest store and discover special offers at burtbrothers.com.
Alvey Lumber in Manti and Monroe continues to offer great deals on shed, carport, and garage packages. You buy it and they will come and install it for you. This will be the easiest and best deal you will ever make. Alvey Lumber has lots of different types, sizes, and colors of shed, carport, and garage packages to fit your needs. For a free price quote and more information, stop by or call Alvey Lumber in Manti or Monroe, where the wood is good and so is the hardware.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
To the fourth quarter we go with South Sevier leading at number 1 North Summit by 4 points in this 2A Girls State Championship. And the ball for South Sevier. Patterson checked in at the quarter break. They get it to her in the low block. Working against Vernon. Put it up off the back of the rim. No good. And the rebound taken by Kate Smith for the Braves.
Yeah, they got a matchup they wanted. Just
Harlan Richens cut off by Goebel. Lobs right side to Smith. Low block into Murdoch. Being triple teamed. Ball knocked out of bounds off of Nielsen. North Summit ball on the baseline.
defensively right now, they're dropping an awful lot in the second half on Hazelin.
Yeah, they're dropping almost everybody.
Yep.
They lob for Stevens, makes the catch in the lane, tries to go back to Richens. Jensen had stepped in front, and she's going to be called for the travel as Richens was trying to tie her up.
I think that's the right call, Robert, don't you?
Yeah, it's.
I mean, there was contact after the travel.
Well, you could have gone with the tie up or the travel.
Yeah.
But Richens to inbound underneath. They're going to leave the clock where it's at 35 seconds. On the shot clock, they lob for Stevens, overthrower, and Nielsen's there to catch it for South Sevier. Nielsen up the floor, lobs right side to Goebel. Transition three. Nothing but net. Whitley Goebel with 11. And it's now a 7-point South Sevier lead with 7:11 to go in the game.
And Goebel with 3 in a row. That's the first time on this side of the court. Boy, big shots, 9 points for Goebel.
Kate Smith with the answer, no. Air ball out of bounds. That's South Sevier ball.
Seems like every time you have a championship game, Robert, somebody is going to step up.
Let's see, the North Summit scorekeeper came by and said that was a 2. We're trying to check that. They're going to want to discuss it. Robert Dow on the score clock had the same thing as us, called it a 3. I don't know if Barrett's got to look at that. That last
2-point
three-pointer, but it was a 2.
Okay.
So just a 2 for Goebel, so she has 10, and it makes it a 6-point game. 44-38 with under 7 to go in this one. The official letting Coach Johnson know. Oh, yeah, definitely stepped across that line. Appreciate Barrett getting that look for us. Our camera guys. Caitlin Nilsson up top. Goes left wing to Patterson. Fakes off the screen. Backs out on the wing. Comes high to Goebel. 6:45 to go in the game. They skip it right wing to Jensen. Fake left, looking to drive right. Kicks back out for Nilsson. Nilsson on the wing. Comes to Patterson. Looking inside, not there. Dribbles into the left hand. Gets cut off. Fades away from 12 feet. Missed it short off the rim. Rebound by Jensen. Back up and in on the right side. Jensen with 15 to lead South Sevier.
And her elbow is inadvertent, made contact with Murdoch.
And Murdoch
hit her hard.
Yeah, right in the mouth.
And good sportsmanship. Kinley came up right off the bat and said, hey, I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, they didn't call anything on it.
Yeah. And you watch Kinley runs right to her. And
yep.
That's a tough break for Hazelin right there.
And for North Summit, obviously, is she has 23 points. Leaves the game here for a few minutes, hopefully just for a few minutes, as they'll bring Lydia West into the game. Also, Chaden Sargent will come into the game for Kate Smith.
That 8-point lead, is that the biggest lead of the game?
It is. (46-38) your score. 6:26 to go in the game with this 2A Girls State Championship. Up the floor comes Richens. Works her way right wing, crosses over. Goes right side now to Sargent. Into the corner, pump on the shot by Richens. Tries to pass it across, knocked away by Jensen, picked up by Bigelow.
And the zone, Robert, has been very effective for South Sevier.
Patterson across the timeline. Comes right wing to Bigelow. To Nilsson on the high post. Left wing Patterson pumps, going to drive into the left hand, puts it up in traffic, no good, but free throws coming for Sydney Patterson. Foul will go on Quincy Vernon, her second, team's first in the whole half.
Sydney is 64% shooter from the foul line.
And Hazelin Murdoch will be coming back in after this made free throw by Patterson. She has 11. So Murdoch right back into the game. Vernon checks out.
I don't think anything's going to keep Hazelin out of this game, and we want to see her.
That's right. Chance for South Sevier to go up by 10, though, with this second free throw from Patterson, and they do. Patterson with 12.
Kind of a critical point right now for North Summit to execute.
Right wing Sargent, left open, 3 on the way. Knocks it down. Huge 3 for Chaden Sargent. She has 5.
And that is a huge shot for her.
48-41 your score. Patterson hesitates, going to drive right side. Gets cut off, goes down the lane to Jensen. Jensen dribbles with the right, goes back to Patterson. 3 on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. Richens the rebound for North Summit. She brings it down the floor with Goebel riding her. Spins in the middle. Cut off by Nilsson. And reach-in foul going to be called on South Sevier. Go on Caitlin Nilsson, that'll be her second. Team's first.
That last shot for Sargent, a big one. Only her 14th three-point shot of the year, but none bigger than that one.
Left side high west. Steps to the line, comes up top to Sargent. Works her way right side, kicks to the wing to Richens. She'll rise for 3, nails it. Huge three-pointer for Heartland Richens. She has 11, and it's a 4-point game. 6-0 run by the Braves.
And that double-digit lead disappeared pretty fast.
Patterson hands to Nilsson. Play call comes from Coach Johnson on the sideline. Back to Patterson, high left side. Looking for Goebel, can't get it to her. Now goes into the corner to Bigelow. She'll come to Nielsen on the wing. Lobs into Jensen, working on Stevens. Kicks it right wing to Goebel for three. Short off the rim, backside rebound, Patterson. She'll dribble out into the corner. Tries to drive baseline, not there. Steps with the double team, able to lob it out to Nielsen. Nielsen dribbles the lane, kicks it to Jensen. Jensen got inside, right side layup's good. 17 for Kinley Jensen.
Set up by Caitlin Jensen's Nielsen's penetration and kick.
6-point South Sevier lead. Left side high west. Up top to Sargent. Right wing Richens. Skips it to West. Left open. She'll take the three. Short. Gets her own rebound to Sargent. Dribbles middle. Kicks to the wing to Richens for three. Short off the rim. Long rebound. Nielsen has it for South Sevier. Up the floor to Jensen. Driving the lane. Put it up off the glass. Missed it short. Murdoch the rebound for the Braves. Richens back to the way. Off and running. Steps into a 17-footer. Knocks it down. Heartland Richens with 13 for North Summit. Back to a 4-point game and a timeout called with 3:41 to go in the game with a 2A Girls State Championship. It's South Sevier 50, North Summit 46 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
In the beginning, glass repair meant a long trip to the city. Inconvenient, but it got the job done. Then came the big chains, quick but costly. Then Clear Sight Glass Solutions rolled into town. For 15 years, they've been making your life easier with mobile and in-shop services. Because they're local, and they genuinely care about keeping you safe on the road. They even recalibrate for new models. Visit them on Main Street or at clearsightglasssolutions.com. Keep it clear, keep it local with Clear Sight Glass Solutions in Nephi.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting along after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
Beating by 4, 50-46 over at North Summit in the 2A Girls State Championship. Full court pressure by the Braves. South Sevier beats it with the pass. Underneath to Bigelow, wide open for the lay-in on the right side.
Boy, Caitlin, another assist for Nielsen.
52-46 South Sevier. Sargent right side goes into Stevens on the block. Out to Murdoch. Up top Richens for three. Round the rim, no good. Bigelow had the rebound, lost it, but Jensen gathered it for South Sevier.
A good box out by Bigelow.
Coach Johnson telling his team to slow down. Up 6 with approaching 3 minutes to go in the game. Nielsen trying to direct traffic. Down to 20 seconds on the shot clock. Works away right wing. Looks for Jensen. Got it to her. Pumps. Puts it up. Blocked by Stevens, and Stevens has it.
Yeah, great defensive play by Ellie.
Down the floor to Sargent. Gets cut off. Tried to pass down the lane. Ball gets tipped out. And it's going to be Patterson that comes up with it on the tip from Bigelow. Back to the way, and now Nielsen has it tipped away from behind by Sargent. Out of bounds it goes, and it will be South Sevier ball. Nielsen inbound on the far side. 2:39 to go in the state championship game. Box set here for the Rams. Pass comes into Jensen up top. She hands back to Nielsen. Richens tried to jump between them. Unable to do so. Now Patterson has it. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Call comes from Coach Johnson. Left side high to Goebel. Looking to drive left. Got past the defender. Put it up off the glass and in. Whitley Goebel with 12 for South Sevier. And it's an 8-point lead.
Boy, she's been huge.
Richens goes to Sargent. Into the corner to Murdoch. She's going to drive in. Got cut off by Nielsen. Sargent now has it. Back out to Murdoch. Nielsen reaches in and will be called for the foul. That'll be her third, team second this quarter.
Under 2 minutes. Close to 2 minutes, 2:04.
West will inbound. Nope, going to be Richens to inbound on the near sideline. Into Murdoch. To the corner to West. One dribble, picks it up. Comes back out to Murdoch. Clock hasn't started, now it does. Right corner it goes, and they're going to stop it to run some time off the clock. Officials are going to discuss how much time should go off the clock, or if they just set it back to where it was and start over.
It's 2:04 to start.
Yep. They're going to take 5 seconds off the shot clock. They're going to put the shot clock at 27. Trying to decide what to put it at. Coach Holmes working his way over to hear what's being decided. They're going to put the game clock at 1:55, the shot clock at 27.
Okay, so we're set and ready to go.
Under two.
Every possession right now just critically important.
54-46 your score. Pass comes in to Richens. To the free throw line. Step back 16-footer. Nothing but net. Heartland Richens 15.
Well, that was a sweet shot right there for Heartland.
Patterson brings it up the floor. Passes up ahead to Goebel. Goebel skips it up top to Nielsen. Right wing Bigelow. Tries to lob it in. Knocked away by Murdoch. Bigelow gets it back. Tries to pass to Patterson. Threw it behind her. Richens has it. She drives right side. Gets cut off. Bounces across to Sargent for the left side lay-in. Back to a 4-point game. Patterson in the backcourt with it for South Sevier. A diamond trap here, and Coach Johnson's going to call a timeout with 1:15 to go in the 2A state championship. It's South Sevier 54, North Summit 50. 1:15 to go when we come back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
To all of you lovers of the rattlesnake cadence, I'm C.R. Wood, and I never tire of announcing it's auction time again in Central Utah. For the last 30 years, we've all gotten together for the biggest equipment trade day in all of Trail Country, and we're doing it again March 1st in Joseph, Utah. We kick it all off at 10 o'clock in the morning in the yard just west of Wes Ogden's shop. We've already got some treasures that will fit your operation like a glove, and there's room for a whole lot more. A Cat 225 excavator, a like-new Great Dane drop-deck aluminum trailer, a perfect teenager's pickup with a Cummins diesel and a custom suspension, tanks, tools, and a whole lot of really neat shop equipment. We're inviting you to join the party. To turn your surplus into money, call or text us at 435-201-1705.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
1:15 to go in the 2A Girls State Championship game. 54-50. South Sevier leads North Summit. The Rams have led by as many as 10 in this fourth quarter. The Braves have been able to answer and get back to within 4. Got a diamond half-court trap here for North Summit. Pass comes into Nielsen. Back to Patterson across the timeline. Up ahead to Goebel. She'll skip it for Nielsen. Now they'll slow it down to the pass to Patterson, but first a foul called on Lydia West, as North Summit knows they need to get to 5 before anything else can happen. So that'll be the second foul on West. Second team foul on the Braves. Nielsen to inbound on the near side. 1:01 to go in the game. Into the backcourt to Patterson. Murdoch comes out on her and will foul her. So the foul on Murdoch is her second, team's third. We'll see it one more time, then we'll see if Coach Holmes decides to play for the steal before the foul next time. Nielsen to inbound on the near sideline. They've got 3 stacked in the backcourt. They get it to Patterson on the run. And knocked away from behind by Richens. Ball's loose. Richens has it. And then Patterson knocks it out of bounds. It'll be North Summit basketball on the South Sevier turnover.
That's about the one thing you couldn't afford there.
I think South Sevier is just expecting to get fouled again. And
yes, saved Coach Holmes from having to foul.
Right side high, Sargent to the corner to Murdoch. Give and go back to Sargent. Underneath pass to Stevens. Blocked from behind and a foul called. And Ellie Stevens will go to the line to shoot 2. It will go on Lakin Bigelow, her second, team's third. First free throws of the game for Stevens.
Ellie is 67% shooter on the year, 49 out of 73 coming in.
First free throw, short.
So now you got to box out right now.
43 seconds to go in the game.
So I think if South Sevier picks up this rebound, look for North Summit to pick up that fourth foul quick.
Second one, nothing but net from Stevens.
It's a one-possession game.
54-51. Nielsen in the backcourt goes to Patterson. Patterson up ahead for Goebel. Makes the catch against Richards. Dribbles in, puts up the runner, missed it short. Stevens the rebound. Shot clock turned off. And now a foul called on South Sevier with 30 seconds left. It will go on Whitley Goebel, her second. (54-51). Shot clock turned off. Richards has it for North Summit. She'll bring it up against Goebel. Steps back, goes right side high to Sargent, to the wing to Murdoch. Murdoch picks up her dribble. Tries to hand it to Richards. Richards had it go in front of her, out of bounds it goes. A North Summit turnover with 18 and a half seconds to go. South Sevier leads by 3. And a timeout called by Coach Johnson. And we will keep it right here with 18 and a half seconds left in this 2A Girls State Championship game. It is South Sevier 54, North Summit 51. I believe that Coach Holmes still has 4 timeouts and just the one left for Coach Johnson here with 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, we talked about one thing was true. It come down to possessions right now, and it's coming down to a couple. And so 54-51, you think Coach Holmes will pick up that fourth? He's going to try to pick up that fourth because that gives him the option right now.
Yeah, he'll certainly, if they don't get the steal, he'll certainly foul.
Yep.
If you're Coach Johnson right here, who do you try to get it into?
You got to get the ball into the hands of your shooters right now. Caitlin, Sydney, that's where you want the ball.
Bailey Buckmiller checking back into the game for South Sevier. She'll come in for Bigelow. So it'll be the starting 5 on the floor for South Sevier. That's Buckmiller, Patterson, Goebel, Jensen, and Nielsen. And on the floor for North Summit, the starting 5 as well. West, Murdoch, Richens, Stevens, and Sargent. South Sevier ball on the far sideline.
Good substitution with Bailey right now. You don't need to attack the basket.
Inbounding is Nielsen. They're going to go 4 low. They sprint towards the floor. They get it into Patterson and got touched, and now they will call the foul as she lobbed it ahead. Wave off the shot. The foul will go, I believe, on Murdoch. Yes, it is. That will be her third. 4th team foul. 3.5 seconds came off the clock on the play.
So I think they'll foul quick right here. I think they're going to try to keep the ball out of Patterson's hand right now, kind of doubling her on that line.
Yeah, Nielsen to inbound. Nielsen's looking for her, and she's going to use a timeout, which will be their final timeout of the game. And they just, Caitlin Nielsen kind of slammed the ball.
I know, she was
and
saying
immediately went to the official, said, sorry, I wasn't doing that.
Out of anger.
So she was frustrated that she
They're
couldn't get it in.
asking for the tee. She bounced it pretty hard.
Yep. I believe that's the final timeout of the game for South Sevier.
I think
they have 0 left, so no more timeouts for South Sevier.
I think a lot of times for an official, why did you bounce it? She was just frustrated with herself not getting it in. Wasn't against the other team, but shouldn't have done it.
Yeah.
So they couldn't get the ball to Patterson that time. So who do you get it to? Whitley Goebel? Buckmiller?
We'll see. They're going to still have Nielsen to inbound coming out of the timeout.
Are they out of timeouts now, Rob?
Yes, they're out of timeouts. Coach Johnson didn't tell his team during the timeout. He's trying to let them know now, and they can't hear him. Nielsen to inbound. They look for Patterson. They lob to her. She goes up and makes the catch. Dribbles down the lane, and she'll be fouled by Richens. So that will send Sydney Patterson to the line to try to make it a 2-possession game for South Sevier in the state championship. Patterson steps up to the free throw line, and as she got it, Jensen had stepped out towards the coach. The question will be if they call it a lane violation. They do not, as Patterson rattles in the first one. She has 13.
It's kind of fitting with the tournament she's had to come up big right now at the line, isn't it, Robert?
Second free throw, nothing but net. 14 for Patterson. Coach Holmes calls time. It's a full timeout. We'll take the 30-second break. 12 and a half seconds to go in the 2A Girls State Championship. It is South Sevier 56, North Summit 51 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.
Mason Machinery has MacDon's M1240 windrower that offers cab features to keep operators safe, comfortable, and productive all day long, including Ultra Glide cab suspension, a high-back multi-adjustable air ride seat, Bluetooth radio, warning beacons, and a fully adjustable steering column. The deluxe option takes it further with heated vented leather seating, power mirrors, and a 360-degree night vision to keep you cutting long after the sun sets. The M1240 is the next level of harvesting performance. Ask Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora about an M1240 for your operation.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
We're back here at the Sevier Valley Center, the 2A Girls State Championship game as we come out of the timeout. If you're Coach Holmes now, Curtis, you got 12 and a half seconds, down 2 possessions, length of the floor to go. What are you doing?
Well, they got to score quick. And so right now, you know, really the way that Heartland's been shooting the ball in the second half, I'd get it to her and let her just pull up and hit one.
She brings it down the floor so fast as Richens to the top of the key. Out to Murdoch, straightaway three. Nothing but net. Hazelyn Murdoch with 26 points pulls the Braves to within 2 with 5.7 seconds to go. And Coach Holmes uses a timeout. Love the play call there.
What a call.
They were expecting Richens. Just got into the free throw line, shoveled it back out to Murdoch, who has the hot hand with a game-high 26.
That's the call from a cagey coach, right?
That's right.
That's why he's been in 15 championships. What a shot. And I'll tell you, we talked about Sydney being fitting that she hit that. I mean, what more could Hazelyn do in this game? 21 at halftime, and what a big shot. So now, 5 seconds, go for that steal, and then you got to pick up that foul quick. Because really, one foul shot will win it for South Sevier.
Well,
up 4
you need
with 5 seconds.
2 foul shots. It's a 2-point game.
A 2-point. Oh, you're right. 2-point game.
Yeah, they need 2 free throws.
6 and 3. So they were up 5, huh?
Yeah, it was 56-51 before the three-pointer by Murdoch.
You're right.
So 5.7 seconds to go in the game. So we come out of the timeout. Again, Coach Johnson, South Sevier out of timeouts. North Summit still has 2.
Well, how would you like to have Heartland's foot speed for just an hour?
Yeah.
Just at Walmart, right? I'd get in and out of there. Takes me 2 hours.
Buck Miller will inbound. They're going to not have anybody on the ball as they have West deep. They run everybody away. Now they curl back Nielsen. She makes the catch and draws the foul, and she went to the floor hard. As she tried to catch that one, just kind of awkwardly went down as Chaden Sargent will be called for the foul.
Yeah, and I can tell you
kind of rolled that ankle, looks like.
I can tell you one thing with Caitlin. If she's hurting, she's hurting.
First foul on Sargent, but Caitlin says she's okay. She'll come down and shoot the free throws with 4.5 seconds left.
She's the definition of toughness right there, that kid is.
She could be the 4th Ram in double figures if she makes one of these 2 free throws.
She's just kind of been that calming influence in today's game. Made some great passes, hit a couple of big shots when she needed to.
I'm trying to decide. They must be deciding how much time should come off. 1.2 seconds came off, and that whistle was instantaneous of the ball getting in. So they are going to add some time. I think that's what Coach Holmes wanted.
5 point something.
It was at 5.7. They are going to add half a second, so 5 seconds left. And Coach Holmes is going to go ahead and call a timeout to try to ice Caitlin Nielsen. That'll be his 4th. He has 1 timeout left. 5 seconds to go in the game. It's a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it right here. 56-54 your score in this 2A Girls State Championship. South Sevier trying to become the first school since Beaver in 2002 to sweep the 2A state title games, as the South Sevier boys will play the Kanab Cowboys next. in the 2A boys at state championship.
Yeah, the last time in 2009, the girls dropped a game to Richfield, and the boys lost one to North Summit. So they can kind of break that trend right here with the first win, but
5 seconds
standing in between them and a title.
Caitlin Nilsson at the free throw line. One timeout left for North Summit, 0 for South Sevier.
If I was a coach, I'd like my chances with Caitlin.
First free throw, got it. Makes it a 3-point game.
Definition of had an opportunity to coach her a little bit, and she is just tough.
Nails the second one, 4-point game. Richens with it. Down to 3 seconds.
You don't
to
want
the
to
top
foul.
before she goes. Hands off to Murdoch. Straightaway three at the horn. She got it. But your final will be South Sevier 58, North Summit 57. And the South Sevier Rams are back on top. Heartbreak for the Braves. Elation for the Rams. The 2 free throws by Caitlin Nilsson secure the victory by 1 point.
She looked like
over North
she's
Summit.
shooting foul shots in her backyard.
What a performance from Hazelyn Murdoch. She'll finish with 29 in the loss.
Yeah, no quit. Boy, they just made a game out of that, didn't they?
As South Sevier snaps North Summit's 20-game winning streak and gives North Summit their only loss to a 2A team this year, as South Sevier claims the 2A state title with a 58-57 win in a classic here at the Sevier Valley Center. South Sevier team goes to cheer on with their student section.
Right now, North Summit going to be awarded the second place trophy, and a lot of tears right now.
Yeah, heartbreak for them. They've been so close nearly every year.
Yeah.
This group, these 2 seniors here with Richens and Murdoch have been a big part of the last 4 teams. They just couldn't quite get that victory. They've been here the last 2 years, but a heck of a career certainly for those 2.
They got down 10.
Yeah.
And you thought maybe this game's over. Boy, not to girls with heart, and North Summit as girls with heart.
So they will give the runner-up trophy once again to the North Summit Braves. They do want South Sevier, though, to come gather as a team away from their student section before they give those runner-up trophies. That runner-up trophy.
It's the one thing with tears and girls, you can't tell which team wins sometimes, can you?
What a game. South Sevier never trailed in the second half. After 7 lead changes in the first half and 6 ties, they led the entire second half.
And I thought that zone was really effective. It allowed them to get help against Murdoch. And other than a couple of errors where they didn't recognize open shooters, and boy, North Summit hit them, didn't they? Other than that, I thought their zone was effective.
Coach Holmes says, let's go. So now they will award the second place runner-up trophy to Hazelyn Murdoch. And certainly something to be proud of. Heck of a run again by the Braves. And so North Summit accepts their second place trophy. And now Chris Shipman from the UHSAA will get ready to award South Sevier with their state championship trophy. As Caitlin Nilsson grabs it and raises it high.
First title since 2020 for the Lady Rams.
7th all-time girls state championship for South Sevier High School.
I think 9 for the boys, 7 for the girls, and
11 for the boys.
11 for the boys.
South Sevier Rams are your 2025 2A state champions as they bring it to the sideline to share with their fans and crowd. Big hug at center court there for Tracy Johnson.
From his daughter, who remembers well winning a championship game 5 years ago.
The shot to win it in that one by Cassie, and his wife comes out and hugs all around to the coaching staff.
Yeah, hopefully maybe we'll get a second and maybe get a couple of these ladies up to talk to you, Robert.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get Coach Johnson. But the unfortunate part is with this one, we go right into the boys. Not a lot of time between games, but they will allow the team to celebrate. As they do, we'll take a short break, and we'll come back with your final stats in this one and see if we can get Coach Johnson on as well here at the Sevier Valley Center with the Sunrise Engineering postgame show. South Sevier wins it 58-57 over North Summit and claims the girls' 2A state title on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom and KSL Sports.
State Bank of Southern Utah is not just another bank. We are your neighbors, your friends, and your local financial partners, interested in building long-term relationships.
When you choose State Bank, you invest in our community. Your money stays here and is reinvested in friends and family, building Southern Utah.
Each one of our 17 branches is staffed and ready to serve you.
Come and experience the difference of true community banking at State Bank of Southern Utah.
Miller & Company CPAs, a certified public accounting firm, has served Central and Southern Utah for the past 20 years with individual and business taxation in industries including agriculture, construction, retail, manufacturing, trucking, real estate, and more. Miller & Company CPAs offers income tax services, payroll processing and bookkeeping, financial statement prep, and business advisory services, including tax planning and on-site QuickBooks Pro service. Call 435-896-4301. That's 435-896-4301. Miller & Company CPAs.
From Commercial to Recreational Truck Accessories, Mountain Land Truck Outfitters has got what you need. Flatbeds, spray and bed liners, lifts and leveling kits, wheels and tires. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters proudly uses a brand you know and trust. And with our experienced, knowledgeable, and friendly staff, your visit here will be informative and enjoyable. Stop into our convenient location in Provo at 265 South 100 West or call 801-225-4637 to get a quote for your fleet or individual truck. Mountain Land Truck Outfitters.
Finding that missing shin guard. Remembering whether it's a home or away game. Getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things. Like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref.
That's simple human sense.
Call Corey Sorensen in Richfield or Cena Rasmussen in Salina for Sorensen Levitt Insurance.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
South Sevier crowd making their way down to the court at the Sevier Valley Center as the South Sevier Lady Rams are your 2A state champions with a 58-57 win over North Summit. And let's give you a quick look at the final stats here in this one inside our Sunrise Engineering post-game show promoting athletic and academic excellence. Visit them at sunrise-eng.com. First off for South Sevier, they get the win. 4 players finish in double figures. Kinley Jensen, 17 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. 14 points from Sydney Patterson with 4 rebounds and 2 assists. 12 points from Whitley Goebel in the game. 11 points for Caitlin Nielsen with 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and the 2 free throws at the end to secure the victory. And as a team, South Sevier shoots 42% from the floor, 36% from 3, and 64% from the free throw line in this game, Curtis.
What a championship run for the girls. Kind of exercised the demon last night, beating Kanab.
Yep.
And a big win here against a very good opponent in North Summit.
On the North Summit side, what a game for Hazelyn Murdoch. 29 points, 7 rebounds for Murdoch. She was huge. And then after that, Heartland Richards, the same thing. The 2 seniors showed up for North Summit. She finished with 15 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 4 steals in the game. Jaden Sargent goes for 7 points with 3 assists. 3 points for Ellie Stevens with 10 rebounds and 2 blocks. 3 points off the bench for Quincy Vernon with 4 rebounds. And then no points for Lydia West, but 2 rebounds and 2 assists for West. North Summit shot 43% from the floor, 40% from 3, and 83% from the free throw line in this game.
And Hazelyn made 6 points in 5.7 seconds to end it.
Yes, she did. Yeah, pretty impressive there at the end. All game for Hazelyn Murdoch. She was incredible, not just today, all weekend long, and Heartland Richards as well. And a great run again by North Summit as they fall by 1 point here in this state championship game. The rebound battle was won by North Summit 28-20 over South Sevier, 8-7 on the offensive glass, and turnovers 23 for North Summit, 15 for South Sevier in this state championship game. We'll get Kinley Jensen on here and get her thoughts and takeaway from this 2A state title run for the Lady Rams. Kinley?
Yeah.
You excited?
Yeah, I am very excited.
Well, congrats on the win, and thanks for joining us here. First off, just kind of walk me through those last 5 seconds as Murdoch hits the first 3 to bring it within 2. Caitlin getting the foul, and take me from there.
What?
Those last few seconds with Caitlin making those free throws, then the final as the horn sounded at the end.
I figured they would have pulled something at the end there, so I wasn't surprised when the 3 went in, but I was like, holy crap, like what are we doing? But we figured it out, and then when Caitlin got fouled, there's no doubt in my mind that she would put both of those in. I know her good enough. I love her.
You finished with 17 points in this game, a team high, a big matchup between you and Murdoch and Stevens inside. What was the key for you in this game?
Just to be confident and know that all the work I've been putting in throughout all my years of playing basketball, know that it would come to me, and to be mentally tough and just keep grinding.
Your group have been a part of the varsity squad for South Sevier for really 3 for sure years, even 4 years since you've been in high school. What does it mean to finally reach this mountain?
Well, we went to the championship my freshman year, and all of us had a big part in that, so we had a taste of what it was like to be there. And then throughout the other years, we had been close, but we really needed the taste of what being a state championship felt like, so it means the world to everyone.
Well, Kinley, what do you have to say about what North Summit did against you here today?
I think they did a great job. They're a bunch of athletes. They're fast. They're going to run on you, but I think we did a great job against them, and we did what we needed to do.
Certainly did. As you get the victory, we'll let you go back and be with your team, but thanks for joining us, and congrats on the championship.
Thank you so much.
Once again, Kinley Jensen of the South Sevier Rams here inside the Sunrise Engineering postgame shows. We got her thoughts here on the state title today here at the Sevier Valley Center for South Sevier. And again, just a great run for South Sevier. You felt coming into this game, Curtis, as you talked to the coaches, talked to the players, that they really felt confident that this was not just theirs to win, but that they were going to win this game. And they're obviously, North Summit put on a heck of a performance today and gave it everything they could handle. But just a great performance by South Sevier, and they think they felt coming in that this was theirs to win.
Yeah, you're talking to the girls early, and total respect for North Summit, because they told me we got our hands full, but I saw that camaraderie of senior leadership. You saw it coming together, timeouts and stuff like that. They battled foul trouble, they battled all sorts of things, and they just needed a run. Goebel, was she big tonight?
Yes, she was.
I mean, she hit some really big shots, and that steadying influence of Nielsen, I thought, just playing her role to a T. I think coach would like to see her be a little more assertive sometimes, but when she went to the foul line, I'll tell you, I thought, I can't think of anybody better I'd rather have at the foul line than Caitlin Nielsen.
And you heard Kinley Jensen, those of you watching and listening here, heard Kinley Jensen say the same thing, that she knew Caitlin was going to make them.
Yeah, she's tough-minded, and so what a great win for South Sevier.
You see Tracy Johnson cut down the net.
Yeah.
The head coach for South Sevier, he was an assistant when they won it in 2020, took over the next year, and made his way now to the state championship game and the title for the South Sevier Rams for the first time since 2020, 7th all-time state championship for South Sevier. Using both ends of the floor as they get the nets cut down on both sides. Now they'll bring the team together for a team photo. And Curtis, as we get ready to kind of wrap up our coverage on the girls' game, because we're going to go quickly into the boys' game, they're going to have the girls celebrate for a few more minutes before having them leave the floor. Your takeaway from the season and the game here for South Sevier?
Well, it was a season of promise. You felt like coming into it. And you look at it, it played out that way, because we talked early. What did we talk about? We talked about Kanab, South Sevier, and North Summit. And we knew somebody else might fill that void and fill in, but we knew.
Well, Beaver was certainly going to be around there as well.
And Beaver's always hard-nosed and tough. And
And Draper-APA had a great, you knew they'd be in the mix. But I think most people thought those three teams, like you said, were kind of the top three.
And so coming into it, I kind of felt like, is there anything better than having seniors with the experience? And they had it in loads this year, and so I thought their composure was really, really good. And they mirrored their head coach because Tracy is calm, and because of that, I think his teams played calm, even when North Summit made those big runs, and they made them, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
But they stayed calm and just didn't get rattled.
Yeah, it looked like South Sevier might run away with it, up 10 in the fourth quarter, but North Summit came storming back, and it ends up being a 1-point game, 58-57. South Sevier the win over North Summit to claim the girls' 2A state championship. As they do one final team cheer at center court. And they'll have the opportunity to go get changed and come cheer on the boys. For South Sevier, they will play Kanab next in the boys 2A state championship here at the Sevier Valley Center. And we'll get both Sydney Patterson and Tracy Johnson get their thoughts here on the game as well. We already visited with Kinley Jensen, and she just a great game today for Kinley Jensen. And now we'll get Sydney Patterson on as well, get her thoughts here on this 2A state title run by the South Sevier Lady Rams. And Sydney, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for joining me. Walk me through not just today, first start on the weekend. You had a huge tournament. All three games you came up big for your team. What was your mindset, yourself and as a team, coming into this weekend?
I think for me, I just wanted to be there for my teammates. So I think I was really trying to push hard just to carry this team there. But as a team, we just did great. We played awesome defense. We all had our heads in there, and we all just knew that we loved each other and knew that if this is the year we were going to do it, we were going to do it with this group of girls.
You guys might have had the toughest road to get here, having to go through Beaver, then through Kanab, and finally playing North Summit. Walk me through that, knowing that you had tough games each day and didn't have a game that was one that you could blow anybody out in.
Well, I think as a group, we all agreed we wouldn't want it any other way than the hardest way. We wanted to know that we earned it to get it here, and I think we showed that we earned it. We went to the hardest way, and we worked our hardest to get here. So.
Walk me through the final sequence. I got Kinley's thoughts on it. What were your thoughts as Murdoch made the first three to make it a 2-point game, then Caitlin Nielsen gets fouled? What was your mindset then?
I knew Caitlin was going to put him in. I had total trust in her. She's a baller, so I was like, I trusted in our team that we were going to win and do the things that we needed to do to get the W. So.
And then as you guys came away with the victory, what was it like celebrating with your teammates here? You seniors have been a part of 4 really great teams for South Sevier, finally getting to the top.
I think it was surreal just to do it with this team. Like I said before, we just all love each other, and I wouldn't want to do it with any other group of girls. It was just, all I can say is surreal. Felt like a dream. Felt like a dream come true. So.
Well, Sydney, congratulations on the championship. We'll let you go back and be with your team.
Thanks so much. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Well, Sydney Patterson, once again, the 2A state champion for the South Sevier Lady Rams as they get the win over North Summit by 1 point here in the state title game. Now we'll get Coach Tracy Johnson on, get his takeaway from the game as well as, again, South Sevier comes through. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Thank you. Holy crap.
How's your heart?
It's still bumped. I can't even hold still. I'm shaking.
Well, Curtis just said, man, you just stayed composed all game. Didn't look like you ever got shaken.
Well, that's what I told him. I said, inside I'm just dying, but I was good on the outside.
Walk me through those last 5 seconds. I asked both Kinley and Sydney on how it went, but you're up 4 and or up 5, excuse me. They run that first play to Murdoch. And she hits the 3. What's going through your mind at that point?
Get the ball in and protect it. We were still okay, but we went over watching her, especially the second time, the last one she hit. But yeah, they knock it down. You're going what? We're up 2 now. And this, holy crap! I'm still confident though. We just got to get the ball in, and so I was actually okay, as you can be in that situation, which is okay. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
Your thoughts on Caitlin Nielsen stepping up, rolled her ankle a little bit on the foul, steps up and makes the big free throws.
She's one I wanted there. She has been so solid at the line in pressure situations the last part of this year. She just really worked hard to get there, and she's there. And I was super confident in that situation. Although I did want that second one to go in.
Yes. 58-57. It looked like you might run away with it there in the fourth quarter, getting up by 10. I'm sure you expected North Summit to throw another punch, and they did. Your thoughts on what you saw out of North Summit and their two seniors, Hazelin Murdoch and Heartland Richens, tonight?
They're incredible. I mean, when I saw what Murdoch had at half, 21?
Yeah.
We're going, holy cow. But in the locker room, all the girls were saying, she cannot score one more basket. I think she got 8, I heard.
Yeah, the 2 threes, so she finished with 29, and then she had a bucket in the third.
No, she's incredible. We knew she was good. We knew that she was their best offensive threat. I mean, Richens as well. But, we went out of our way to stop her the second half after she spanked us in the first.
6 seniors on this team here for your squad, Coach. As you look at that group and what they did for your program over the last 4 years, it's the group you've had from start to finish here. And so what did you see out of them, and what have they meant to your program?
They were here, 4 years ago in the state championship game. I thought the girls that got us there, that game set the tone for those girls coming to here. So these girls have set it for the next group coming through, and I think it's so valuable what they've done. These girls paid a price for who they are and what they are on the floor. Every off season, they have worked harder than any group I've ever seen, and it shows. It shows.
Well, Coach, we'll let you go be back with your team, but congratulations on the title.
Thank you.
Once again, Coach Tracy Johnson of the South Sevier Rams. They win at 58-57 over North Summit. We'll take a short break and come back with our Snow College pregame show for South Sevier Kanab and the 2A boys state championship game on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, and KSL Sports.